played out, you think? It is getting a little later in Korea than it is in Georgia, but Foggy is also a morning person, so maybe it just evens out. Or maybe these guys are super hyped and energized, just like I am. The recent results all in favor of FoCuS alongside their last encounter in the W3Champions Finals Season 14 that I just mentioned. But Foggy can be a beast in this matchup, and this is what all the Foggy fans in the world rely on. The first map, as Remo said before the Master of Ceremonies here, Twisted Meadows, first to 3, advances to the semifinal on Championship Sunday. Let's get it on.
All right, our 11th Orc versus Night Elf in a row today. What have we learned? Well, apparently it's all about timings. Whether you're the Orc, whether you're the Night Elf, it's all about, can the Orc do damage at their 50 supply fight? Can they get level 3 Shadowhunter on time? Can they delay that expansion? And the Night Elf, can they break the Orc before the Orc gets too high level? The 5/5 heroes, Blade Master, Shadowhunter, become too strong. And also, in the case of Foggy, can he trip up FoCuS a little bit? Can he pull out some new strategies? The strategies that we've been talking about and we've been expecting throughout the day, we haven't really seen now, have we?
Not really, no. But you asked what we learned. I learned that it's very, very balanced. 10 matches played, 5 for the Orcs, 5 for the Night Elf. Perfectly balanced as everything in Warcraft 3. So,
thank you, Remo.
Nah, I think it's Dondo now. Remo's time is over.
Okay, so everybody at Dondo, is that what you're saying in the chat right now? Yep. When Happy ends up playing?
Exactly. He's responsible for everything. But yeah, here on Twisted, we all know that Foggy is a little bit of a cheeser in this matchup. More often than not, he's going for APs. And here you can build APs at the little green spot and eat your way through the forest. We've seen this before. Also at the lab there. There's some tricky positions for APs possible.
Yeah, and the Orc has to be on point with scouting all those spots at the same time, so the Grunt typically goes back early. Because the earliest you can build the AP as the Night Elf is as soon as it hits nighttime, you build it out of vision. So the Grunt has to be there, the peons have to be pulled, and you have to scout for that. But for now, just creeping for both. FoCuS, of course, always likes to hoard the items, which he had varying success with in the last series, but for now, couple of decent items. Finds the Keeper, or does he? Yeah, he must have seen the Keeper, but wants to buy the Circlet first. Foggy goes forward, and I have no doubt in my mind we're going to see a Tree of Life very, very soon. There it is.
Yeah, classic play, but man, that scout by FoCuS, it just turned nighttime. He should be seeing it though. Okay, now he 100% confirms it. That was as fast as it gets when it comes to scouting an expansion.
And now the Archer will go down too. And that Grunt, although it won't be able to cancel it, it can be Staff too. The Staff should spawn pretty soon here. And there it is, Staff Teleportation. That's the tree canceled. And that is I don't want to say a mistake from Foggy. I feel like FoCuS just very, very well scouted.
Holy moly, that AP is coming up, and a second later, the peon is already there. Fantastic scouting heads-up play by FoCuS. He is expecting everything. Exactly.
Well done. Perfect. So like everything's like crazy. You had the solution for everything, which is often not the case. There's too many things. You're playing whack-a-mole as the Orc, but FoCuS, the reflexes, the reactions, perfect.
As if he played this matchup before. Must be very, very confident here. And for Foggy, quite a frustrating game. He has another backup plan. Like, the first plan was obviously an expansion in the north, an AP distraction. There was a Wisp on the right-hand side, so second chance for the Tree of Life, but all very delayed.
FoCuS also has 9 lumber. Oh, because it doesn't have 5 on gold. I was like, why does he have 9 lumber peons right now? But yeah, his gold mine, hopefully he realizes that. I watched a game of Cheshi recently, and he had 4 on gold for 15 minutes. I hope that doesn't happen to FoCuS. That would be unfortunate.
Yeah, I saw that game. Chechi, of course, always talking about balance a lot in Warcraft 3. I think before you talk about balance, you should probably put 5 workers in your gold mine, but that's just
oh my god.
Glad to have him back though. Welcome back, Chechi.
Excellent player. People sleeping on him. I keep hyping him up, saying like, people forget how good he was back in the day. But you know, I'm right there with him. All right.
He was a monster.
Absolute beast. Tree of Life for Foggy. Going to turn him into an absolute beast very, very soon. The 2 base economy, of course, necessary. Blade Master, again, is going to find it. There will be no cancel this time, but the information is king over all else.
Cancel on the clarity was nice, but is it enough? Is the damage enough? There is +3 on this blade, but with 3 hunters here, might just be a little bit too much. So FoCuS wants some knowledge, but not the fight against the second base. He can adjust, of course. So far, everything that Foggy threw at him was easily jumped over. Has to just do it again.
Tier 2 almost done for Foggy. The Tier 2 buildings are up for FoCuS, or on their way up, and the Shadowhunter is now out. Keeper, only level 2, so not much of a threat currently to these grunts. They can actually dare to step out of the base, but now with the Alchemist meeting up with the Keeper, FoCuS has to be a little bit more careful. He's going to try to pull that green camp, but not going to be successful, at least for now. FoCuS continues to chase around the Hunter, says wants to stop this tree from getting close to that expansion for as long as possible.
Okay. Okay. And so far that is working fine. Alchemist is again the play. Nature's Blessing is coming all as it should be. Keeper Alchemist distraction, nice. But who really wins? If the Shadowhunter can't level and Foggy can't expand, like, does that even out?
I feel like the game just sort of ends up in this very stalemate position because the Orc needs shadow levels, but the Night Elf... I mean, the Night Elf will probably just tech tier 3 if that ended up happening, and then I think Foggy would end up ahead, and he might end up more ahead. The Shadowhunter goes down to the creeps, and the Blade Master did not staff back. He started to and then canceled it, and that was just a freebie given to Foggy to start this series.
Would you call that a fumbly bumbly? Maybe.
Blade, though, is here to get a last hit. Ogre Magi, does he have Windwalk time? I think just barely has enough time. No, needs to break. Doesn't get the experience, but gets the Pendant of Energy. Does that make up for the Shadowhunter loss? I would say maybe about 65% of it.
Oh, man. We'll see how this goes. There's owls in the trees now with good detection. And I wonder if Carson can hear me.
The tree will root 60 seconds till we mine. Keeper and the Alchemist still underleveled, and the Shadowhunter will start now creeping with that Wind Rider.
Can you hear me now? Nope. Goddamn Discord. Fix this bug.
Items on the Shadowhunter now, and we will start creeping our way to level 3. The question becomes if there will be a counter expansion or not, but I don't think there's any question in FoCuS's mind that he will go for 2 base.
Yeah. I agree with you there, Carson. Thank you for the insights while I'm trying to re-establish our connection here. Classic FoCuS play. I think he introduced this like 4 years ago, just the split Blade Master. But Foggy is smart, and Foggy knows that this is the play, and Foggy is ready with the Keeper where he should be. Question is it enough to allow repair here? Another Entangle. That's the last one. Still needs to buy some time. This is a huge moment in the game. There's like 90 seconds on the line here. Entangled is ready. The Wisp!
Oh! One more hit!
Oh!
It does get it. Huge. As you mentioned, 90 seconds on the line. That is a massive find for FoCuS. Super well done. That is game-changing. Absolutely.
There were 4 Wisps here. I wonder, does he not... Like, if he repairs with all of them...
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be enough? Very, very close
Foggy
affair.
Foggy and Wisp repair, man, always. Yeah, I think there was a chance to save it, but FoCuS, very, very nicely done there, finding that kill, and that's very valuable. If only a mirror image illusion could cancel a gold mine, that would be very imbalanced, but it cannot. It can only put a little bit of damage on it. Counter expansion on the way as well for FoCuS, and this game, gotta say, not going too bad after that Shadowhunter loss for FoCuS.
I agree. Now, Ring of the Archmagi, that's 4 rings. Ring of Superiority, Protection, Regen, Archmagi, all the rings.
A very scary looking Blade Master and FoCuS. He's gonna go for a early timing. Would ideally like to creep one more camp. I suppose that green would be the perfect intermediate camp to get level 3 Shadow and then push that expansion. This could all line up very, very well for FoCuS. But Foggy has level 3 Alchemist now, has a heal scroll. He might be in shape to barely defend, but he's certainly not going to be favored in their next exchange.
Alright, Shadowhunter level 3, looking good. Here comes the push. Radar, Wyvern, it's all there.
Raider does nicely move out of the way of the keeper, and the Shamans now meet up. An Ancient War in the front and the Moonwell are going to really make this difficult. The Snake Pit could be started. There's a mirror image. And also expansion about 80% done for FoCuS, but he's kind of mispositioned. He's stuck in a corner now.
Yeah, don't think there's a TP. Nope, there's not. So he has to fight his way out, and that's going to be tricky. Can't intercept reinforcements. The Shaman are very exposed here as well.
Wind Rider doing a lot. Of course, not a ton of anti-air other than the heroes currently. One of 3 Shamans falls, and one of the Shamans is also out of mana. The Raiders could take a lot of damage if focused on, but it seems like FoCuS is able to mic them all away. 3 Raiders still here. That means there is no getting out of this fight for Foggy short of a town portal. And if he town portals, he's going to be short in expansion. Now Hero FoCuS could come in, but the Shadowhunter is out of mana, worth noting. FoCuS has to be careful not to overextend, but he does force that TP.
Wow. What a close affair here. Everything bruised for FoCuS, everything bruised for Foggy. Perfect position, of course, for a heal spray here. Foggy holds, and FoCuS expands, so everything is fairly even.
Foggy does need to gear up, though, for a push. Needs to get Heal Scroll, Protection Scroll, more mana, and maybe creep a couple of camps and then go, because, of course, if you get into a creeping war on Twisted Meadows, I mean, the Orc's going to be, 4 or 5 heroes, and then you're just screwed. So Foggy still has to be thinking in the back of his head, what's my timing, what's my timing, what's my timing? And he's just going to go right now with the Huntresses, and this could be his timing.
Exactly. And maybe for later on, if the heroes get 4 for FoCuS, why not expand 4 to 5 times as a Night Elf?
Yeah.
No problem at all. With mass hunts, base racing for 3 years, FoCuS has been plagued by this Night Elf strategy.
This Greyhole's dead.
That's dead. There's no way. You can't hold. No way.
Wow, he just runs across the map and just kills the Great Hall. FoCuS is going to try to force the fight at 53 against 60 at the expansion, but Foggy might just say, I'll just go to your main base. There's no reinforced right now.
Yeah, the hardest part of that expo cancel was to decide whether to kill it with A click or right click.
Yes. Many Huntresses in the front line, but still a winnable fight for FoCuS, but he has to win it or at least do some serious damage, because if not, Foggy is going to run away economically. With detonates are good. Shaman mana is decent, and the Shadow has a couple of Serpent Wards or 1 heal wave left. Scroll the Beast, though, does a ton.
Oh, on the Blade and on the Wyvern especially. Raiders about to fall. 1 Grunt not in the fight. Keeper in trouble. The Blade Masterman, he wants that elk meat. He wants it now. Hunts versus Grunts. Rhymes, what rhymes is good. Shaman also falling. Foggy down to 50. Level 4 on the Keeper. Entangle, Invo Potion to break out of it. Shadowhunter level 4 as well. Still with a little bit of mana. And again for FoCuS, that Berserker is doing the work. Not enough.
37 versus 50. FoCuS has found some kills, but just look at the health on his army right now. He's trying to re-expand. Shadowhunter uses that Staff of Teleportation very, very well so far, but Foggy is just always stable. Look how healthy the Huntresses are. And a Huntress now scouts the re-expansion attempt. Not going to be able to cancel it, but at least has the information. And Foggy might just walk across the map again. The SimCity of the expansion has really kept Foggy in a secure position. There's no way in which FoCuS would ever be able to just right-click that tree and then town portal out. He always has to fight the army. And the army's only getting bigger for Foggy.
Exactly. And the inventory is growing too. And that is the counter push towards the expansion. This time FoCuS, the defensive setup should be better. At least he's in range, but I guess he decides to go for the lab at possibly the worst timing. Yeah. Gets the slow, gets the boulder. And if Foggy realizes this, it's another cancelled expo.
Yeah, FoCuS is going to have to just give this up and just try to creep as much as he can. I mean, it's a good start. He gets a Sobi Mask here from the lab and a decent chunk of experience. He's going to be level 4 Blade very, very soon, but it's only a matter of time before Foggy pulls hugely ahead in supply. I'm surprised he's still 50, but now he breaks upkeep. 58 supply. There we go.
Ultra Vision is coming too. More Wisp. Love to see it. Just like the sub by Mr. Lucas. 51 month. Less than 3. Smiley face. Less than 3 to you, too. Foggy has a town portal, heal scroll, staff, everything he needs. Doesn't even have to take this fight, but still willing to.
Yeah, I don't think Foggy should actually take this fight. He's going to be feeding a lot of experience to the Orc if he starts to lose it, but so far, a really, really good start. All that normal damage, kind of owning the Raiders, kind of owning that Berserker, and Foggy's Hunt Micro is looking pretty good. Always pushing to the back line, always damaging the units he has to. He's losing a couple of hunts here and there, but of course a 1-for-1 trade is always going to favor him. A Raider goes down, a Berserker goes down, the TP is forced eventually, but Foggy is content with his position, no doubt.
Yeah, I guess he wanted to trade a little bit of experience, because he is ahead right now. He's also getting close to level 5 Alchemist. Huge update for him. There's nothing to be really worried about. He can easily replenish everything he's lost and FoCuS can't.
Yeah. Yeah, FoCuS has barely any gold right now. He does have double mana pump, which is nice, but no heal scroll, which is necessary against Huntresses. No push to invulnerability. Maybe he can remedy one of those two things from this Golem. Does get a greater mana. All right, let him cook. That's a lot of mana on the Shadowhunter. Foggy again goes cross map.
The cooking floodgates are open in every Carson cast. It takes a little while, but he says that word once, and then it's just cooking, cooking, cooking.
I've said it already 3 times a day, actually.
No,
you miscounted.
No, that's not true.
Yeah.
You're lying.
Positioning not bad. The illusions in the front helping out quite a bit. The Wind Rider also putting in work. That was 2 Huntresses for, well, apparently 1 Grunt that was mismicroed, but FoCuS continues to trade like this. The experience might run away, and level 3 Serpent Wards will kill a lot of Huntresses very easily.
What? He has a lot of healing as well. Alchemist level 3, but the mana on the Shadowhunter is insane. Yep. 3 potions and a zombie. That's bonkers. He can never stop, but Blade Master though, no staff, no invul, nothing. Has to rely on Heal Wave, but it's on cooldown right now. Entangle. FoCuS, Heal Wave, ready? Not in time though! Blade Master dies, he's next to the tavern, but can he even afford it? I'm not too sure. Slobber Knocker.
An absolute slobber knocker, and the Shadowhunter does get level 5. He could have kept that blade alive, I feel like. He might have had a purge. He definitely would have had a heal wave if he used a potion. But now another surround. Mana Pot's gonna have to be used. Heal wave's gonna have to be used, but I don't think he has enough sustain. And he certainly doesn't have a purge any longer. Where's the Mana Pot? It is on a cooldown. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. There it is, and Heal Wave lands. A lot of Huntresses are dying, Neo. The supply is favoring FoCuS now.
It's insane. The hero focus against FoCuS, for some reason, ironically, is not working out. Unbelievable. What a throw by Foggy, as it seems. For now, he still has that Echo lead. Don't get me wrong. Alchemist is 5.5. Keeper is looking strong as well. But army-wise, this is a little bit of a problem.
Yeah, it's still somehow anyone's game. The Blade is back in 55 seconds, and the Shadowhunter is recovering and still has a mana potion. And the Shadowhunter is truly becoming the carry. Also on his way to level 6. That'll be level 3 Heal Wave, but the Keeper comes back in. The Shaman mana is still slightly a problem, but there should be enough to save that Raider. And you cannot fight into these Serpent Wards if there's a couple of them set up.
Nope, not at all. Not. He has 2 armor upgrades, that's good, but still. It does get the Alchemist closer to 6.
One Raider gonna fall, but a couple of Huntresses. Oh, the snakes! They're just demolishing the Huntresses. Foggy might have to think about changing something up here other than pure hunts now with the hero levels. Blade's back in 10 seconds. Foggy could have maybe, or rather FoCuS could have dropped the Staff of Teleportation at the altar, but he did not. 1-for-1 trade so far. This Alchemist so close to level 6. Mana will be the only issue then.
Hunters are amazing against buildings, but not that phenomenal in fights once the Shadowhunter gets up. Archers would be bad against buildings, but amazing in these fights. So Foggy, I don't know if that's the right call, if there's constant brawls to just build Huntress. It's not really what you want archers, but anyway, it works out for now. There's still an invul potion. Oh, your god?
I think Foggy's losing. I think he's lost the game, Neo. Blade's about to get level 5. The expansion's mining.
There's no TP. Oh my god.
There is a Staff of Preservation, Staff of Teleportation, but you can't save your hunts with those.
Transmute. That can win games by itself.
Yeah, I think Foggy should start thinking about, as you've mentioned a couple of times today, expanding a whole bunch and playing around that Transmute, playing for the late game. I think he's got to go into that. Get some more expos up and play around the Transmute.
Wow. Okay. Transmute, for people who are not that aware, gives you the gold that the enemy paid for the unit and kills the unit. And has a short cooldown. And doesn't cost too much mana. Insane. ultimate. And now I guess economically it's not even anymore.
And also the first ultimate we've seen today, other than the Starfall in the 2v2 earlier.
Correct.
We had a couple ultimates in the 2v2, but in the 1v1 so far, no ultimate. Shadow almost level 6. That won't be an ultimate though. That'll be Heal Wave 3. And Blade almost level 5. Town portaling.
What? For a hunt?
Back home. Waiting for a transmute on that Alchemist.
Here we go. Okay, and now play it from behind. What's the money target? Wyvern, I guess?
Windrider,
Alchemist is going deep for this. Okay, there we go. Wyvern gone, money in the bank.
Cooldown on its way to be off, but the army is so big. And really, you can never engage into these snakes. He might have to give up some semblance of his base here.
Wow. Mirror Image 3. Lots and lots of hunts still, and improve both, but unit production is just only hunts. Transmute is ready.
Serpent Wards.
Yeah.
The Serpent Wards are crazy, though. They're killing everything. The Transmute is excellent, yeah, but it's only one unit, and these Serpent Wards are killing every unit.
100%. Like, not enough emphasis. Also, not too many ranged attacks for Foggy, of course. Now some archers, but might just be too little and definitely too late.
64 versus 46. Transmute is off cooldown, but it's going to take a mana pot just to use it, and I'm afraid that's not going to save it. But I can't believe this is only game 1. This is gearing up to be a crazy series. Foggy is going to call the GG, but we have a lot of games still to go if they're anything like that.
Oh my god, the smile by FoCuS. Overjoyed. Like, what the hell? Thank you for the gift, Mr. Foggy. That was not a game that FoCuS was supposed to win after the mid game, where everything was looking really good for Foggy. FoCuS can't stop smiling. It's amazing. I beat Transmute. Guys, can you believe it? I beat Transmute. Oh, I love to see. FoCuS was one of the first, or one of the players who played very early on in Warcraft 3 and has been with this game for almost 20 years and still getting so much joy out of this game. It's fantastic to see.
Yeah, that was a crazy game, dude. And it was a bit touch and go. It got very scary, especially when the Blade Master died, man. That was looking rough. But when you have a level 6 Shadow Hunter, once you got those Serpent Wards up and running, fighting against Hunters is a lot of fun. I can understand the joy. Honestly, I feel like Foggy survived and held on surprisingly long with hunts only against the crazy snakes.
Yeah.
But why, though? He made his life so hard.
Yeah, I mean, trying to get another tree up and obviously Archer transition, not just because Archers are better than Huntresses just for like fighting in terms of DPS, but also because you can actually kill the Serpent Wards. There's just no way to kill the Wards with just Huntresses, and I mean, he could kill 50 supply hunts with just a Shadow Hunter at that stage, really.
Incredible. We got more support. $1,469 in the prize pool. Thank you, Smoke. One of our best mods we've ever had. Chipping into the prize pool. Thanks for the content, Back to Warcraft, and everyone involved behind the scenes that keep these tournaments running. Thank you, Smoke. You're a wonderful person and a wonderful supporter for the Back to Warcraft project. Hearts in the chat for Smoke, everybody. So, FoCuS 1, Foggy 0. We had a lot of momentum shifts in these best of 5 series here today. Will this be another one? We'll figure this one out. Map 2 is concealed.
All right. Probably likely to be Keeper again, likely to be an expansion again. But we'll see if FoCuS does a different opener this time. He's not one to play the fast shot, but I do think fast shot quite good on this map. But yeah, no orc is microing their gold peons. Just nobody does it, and it's you can micro your gold peons on this map and mine 99.9 efficient out of 99.9 efficiency. But hey, who am I anyway? You know, I'm not FoCuS.
You're not FoCuS. That is for sure. I didn't see you smile that big after game number 1.
Never again, just a black pit. That's all. There's never smiles. As I smile.
As you smile. Woody Wood with another 1,000 bits. I think this is bit
13,000.
15,000 today.
Today, at least.
Absolutely fantastic. Woody Wood says, FoCuS. Tier 1000. There we go. Representing the Horde is Woody Wood today. Stressful situation for Foggy. He was so far ahead. It could have been his game. And now, immediately back-to-back matchup. But, I mean, he maneuvered himself into a winnable position. He just has to do it again and make the right adjustments.
Yeah, I think it came down to that Shadowhunter focus fire. He wanted to close the game out right there, but he missed the surround. That's been the story today. He's just been kind of missing the surrounds that you don't want to miss, and it didn't work out. But it's a small mechanical mistake. It wasn't necessarily a strategical mistake that got him in a losing position.
Okay, then. It is once again Hunts. It will be an expansion. Soen let it slip and allowed a lot of map control for Foggy very early on. I'm not too sure FoCuS is going to do the same stick.
FoCuS is going to be in his face a little bit more. Claws and Circlet already. And he may be able to deny at least a little bit more experience, but won't be able to stop the Keeper level 2. Keeper will run past the Blade, but the Blade will deny these turtles. Is that worth giving up the information of knowing where the Keeper is? I suppose it's all right because the Grunt is clearing the other path, but FoCuS has to be a little bit careful now with that Grunt and with the potential of an AP.
Okay, we don't have an answer to that yet, just a grinding Blade. Can Foggy just take this creep away with Treants and Entangle? Yeah, I guess so. It'll take some time. Do you think he'll be unnoticed for that long?
I would be surprised if a peon didn't go. There it is. Yeah, exactly. At the perfect time, FoCuS is going to see everything. Doesn't do it with a Grunt in case of exactly this. So he's going to lose a peon, but at least keeps the Grunt alive. Blade staffs and will cancel the AP. And again, a very nice early game from FoCuS in terms of information and scouting.
Yeah, right? Like his scouting is just absolutely perfect. He got very good intelligence agency working for him. And now these distracting APs, I think this is the 5th time that Foggy's going for it today.
If you can hear me, you are half a robot to me right now.
No, I'm not. That is not true. Hello? Carson? Half a robot.
Oh, now you're good. Hello. Domo
Okay.
arigato, Mr. Roboto.
And I'm no robot for no one else than you. But yeah, I said these APs are not working for Foggy.
Yeah, they haven't worked at all today in any game. I think they've gotten canceled every time. Oh, but the Grunt kills have been working for Foggy and not for FoCuS. FoCuS has lost a lot of Grunts, and Treant blocks away. That's going to be one dead Grunt, but does not mana to get a second.
Oh, deny even. Well done. Keeper ain't rising up to level 3, but time for the Expo board. Shadowhunter also needs some experience, coming in hot now. Shaman will be ready. No walkers and a flying elbow drop. 1 year resub, less than 3. Love to see that. Shout out to the Macho Man.
From the top ropes, coming in with the 1 year, and the expansion coming in at the top of the map. Will seemingly get through so far unscouted, but FoCuS should be aware. And the Keeper will be at least very close to level 3, but won't quite get there. Shadowhunter almost out. Spirit Lodge Bestiary again for FoCuS, and gearing up to be quite the standard game yet again.
So who plays it better? And will FoCuS be the aggressor against the expansion, or rather counter-expand one more? Is Foggy then able to either hold or tear down the Great Hall again, just like he did a couple of times on Twisted?
Here's level 3 Keeper. Just in time to perhaps pick up the Alchemist, creep the Expo, and send the Keeper down to the Shadowhunter before the first Shaman is out. So everything lining up quite well for Foggy here. For FoCuS, he's just trying to gain information. If there was lures coming up, he would not only see them, but probably cancel them at this stage. But now he does confirm that it is just standard Archer Hunt from Foggy, or in the case of the last game, Pure Huntress. And he's going to chase around some wisps, but shouldn't find any.
Not really. The juggling usually seems good. They're all split and ready to go into the gold mine. Keeper a little too early here at the turtles. Still around, but with the blade here as well, not too sure if he can do too much.
And Blades wisely staffs back. There is one Shaman, but you can't get rid of the Treants and the Entangle, but this is just very, very nice from Foggy. Even if he gets nothing done, he's slowing down the Shadowhunter, and he's making space for his Alchemist to creep completely for free. If you can get all this experience on your Alchemist, the insta level 2, you're in such a good position. Then you can go over to the lab and get pretty much level 3 as quickly as possible.
And it is the Pendant of Energy, which is also very fine. So you can always drop it in front of the Moonwells and get a more efficient mana regeneration from there. Pretty much 50-50 so far.
We'll see if the Shadowhunter can continue his streak of creeping. He hasn't been slowed down too much so far, but he does still need to clear the shop and his expansion. And that's going to give a lot of time to Foggy to make some moves. Blademaster actually gets a big last hit there, and the item.
Wow, that was not to be allowed with the owls around. Usually catches him with Entangle and a lot of hunt hits. But Blademaster should still be fine, isn't he? Yes, absolutely is. First big move in the mid game goes to FoCuS.
Yeah, the momentum of Foggy was very much slowed down there. This Alchemist was meant to be level 3 as quickly as possible, but now he's going to have to creep a little bit inefficiently in terms of mat movement, or he's going to have to fight on just level 2. At least Foggy's expansion is up in the second Ancient of War. He's going to be finished on time. No Goldmine cancel, no Wisp kills this time, unless you count the one that just died at the tavern. But FoCuS not clearing his expansion, Neo. Is he just going to creep the lab and go for a big push without an Expo behind it?
It's getting late in Korea. Might want to finish these games quicker.
Possibly. Could find a greater mana, and if he does, I wouldn't blame him for going for one big final push, but it would be very unorthodox.
I'd be very surprised as well, but okay. Lab opened up on the other side too. Blademaster not going for the gold mine, just the Ancient of War, but it's only an illusion, so that's fine. Scroll of the Beast for Huntress in a base race scenario can be fantastic. Also for the fights. FoCuS, it could be problematic.
All right, Foggy goes down, maybe looking for Great Hall cancel. He does have a Sentinel there, but doesn't have a Wisp, so he doesn't know for sure there's no expansion coming up. Pillage and Warmill, no reinforced defenses yet. Foggy seemingly just going for the counterattack. No, there's a Town Portal, but FoCuS is in very good shape to fight.
That's true. Right now, he is. Expansion didn't necessarily pay off, but there's a production building right next to it. Foggy's Expo, again, very well set up. Wisps are coming in. He was detonating the world here today. Hunt Falling Throw of the Beast popped. That is a lot of damage. He's also catching a Shaman. Oh, no, he doesn't. Heal Wave right on time.
2 Raiders fall, but I believe 3 Huntresses have died. Shadow almost out of mana, but has the greater mana. Blademaster has a Potion of Invulnerability. 2 Wisps yet to be detonated and will be perfectly used on that mirror image. Very nicely done. Potion of Invulnerability used once the Entangle is popped. A couple more Huntresses here, but Foggy is still mining on that second base, and FoCuS is not expanding behind this, so he's got to probably win here.
Yeah, Foggy was not committing these wisps from the mine into the detonate. He pulled them from lumber. Now he needs it for repair, as you have to get the double production building. Shaman bruised, Blademaster bruised, Alchemist interrupted. Hold on, Cedar's dead, needs a heal scroll, gets it. Blademaster out of the fight, but there's a purge, there's grunts, there's no Alchemist no more.
Huge damage from FoCuS. Maybe that's enough to just justify going back and now expanding, although it'll be very, very late. The hero level's insane. 1 decently sized creep camp, and he'll be level 4/4 at pretty much the 12-minute mark. So FoCuS could go for the later game, but it seems like the only way he's going is forward right now. He's trying to end it right here. He got more items on the Shadowhunter, and he wants to break this expansion.
And it looks good, man. It looks good. Foggy can only now go up to 60. He does have archers, which will be fantastic. There's a mana potion on the SH. Needs it for Serpent Wards and especially Heal Wave. Alchemist is back, but no low mana. Can go for a potion. Does it. Heal Spray after the end snare. That doesn't cancel it. And that is a lot of sustain.
1 archer dies, but a raider and a wind rider have died so far. Shadowhunter low on mana, has the mana pot. The grunts did find their way to the back, but it's only 3 of them, and 1 of them is going to die to the focus fire there. FoCuS is sort of running out of steam a little bit, and Foggy is pulling ahead in supply massively here. The experience, again, is huge for FoCuS. He's not quite ahead in experience, but 4-4 is such a massive upgrade for him.
Man, as we said on map 1, these archers a lot better for army versus army fights than hunters are. Towers!
No reinforce, though.
Oh.
Not even upgrading it.
Oh.
Seems a bit desperate from FoCuS.
Very nice
Still
hold
has a
so far
fighting
by
chance.
Foggy.
Let's get pulled. The detonates have kept him in this game so far, and they're going to continue doing just that. No more Shaman mana, at least after these. And FoCuS is certainly running out of health. That's a good lightning shield, though. Holy hell.
Oh, Foggy's not splitting against it. This will be some kills for sure, but also the last lightning shield. Towers being attacked by trees, just newly summoned. Keeper is paying attention to that as well. Shaman falling quickly. Blade Master, I don't think he's laying enough damage here. And FoCuS agrees with me, as you should. And Foggy ties up the series.
Another tied series, back to back to back.
Wow.
Yeah, nicely played indeed. Good early game by Foggy. It wasn't tremendous though. Once again, the AP doesn't come up. One grunt dies. I think that's an okay trade. It seemed like FoCuS felt the need to go all in. Looked like he didn't feel like he could go for the counter expansion, play the long game. May have been a bit of a miscalculation. Not sure.
You know what calculated really well? Or who calculated really well? To say it better. KMS 3D, because he donates $30.39, which is exactly what we needed to crack the 1500. Well done, everybody.
My mans. Well done, well done. We did it. Do we have coupon codes left over? Do we? Do we? I see 2 remaining, everybody. 2. Unacceptable.
That would ruin the clean 1500 though, but that would make it 1550. It's also nice.
That's not bad either. Not bad. 1550. A lot of 5s. You know.
Thank you, KMS. I hope your family gets tickets to Rara Land on the second wave, which will be Monday, 7:30 p.m. Did you get your tickets to Rara Land, boys?
I think so.
You think so?
You just gotta put them in the mail, bro.
Yeah.
The mail?
Yeah.
Might get lost. That would be a shame if your tickets get lost in the mail.
Then you're just
It's
gonna
okay.
have some
Just
random
give me
drunk
just give me
Canadian.
10. Play on the safe side, and I can be a scalper for the first time. That should be fun.
You better be nice to me in the next 2 months or so. Otherwise, you never know what the mailman is doing.
Well, there have been parties before that I wasn't invited to. Didn't stop me from going.
Colossus, our security.
Bro, Coloss and I were like this.
Yeah, he's my boy too.
Okay, I got Reaver.
We're orc players. Me and Reaver are boys too.
We're boys.
Screw
Well,
you
he's a human
guys.
player, so human players hate orc players.
Screw you guys.
No.
Human players hate orc players?
Yeah.
Don't they? I thought they're sick and tired of headhunters. This orc's so easy. I thought that was the whole thing. Maybe they hate
It's
undeads.
trash
more.
now. Easy.
They aren't good anymore. They are not good. But that's still the best matchup in the whole game, though.
Got some interesting
Oh.
takes. What? Is that a join bug?
Yep.
Second of the day. We haven't had that many.
God damn. Thank you, Tommy Lee Johns, for the 8-month resub, and Rex Tarded for the 34-month resub. Good morning. That's some West Coast for you guys.
West Coast, best coast.
All right. We're getting into the thick of the broadcast here. Remember, guys, after the series is not over, we're also going to have an epic FFA still. It's quite the epic day for FoCuS also. This is his third long best of 5. And right now, it is 2 a.m. in Korea. FoCuS, though, known as the workhorse, he has been very successful in these long days before.
Is that his nickname?
I think so.
Should
Also,
be.
Cutie Bear.
Oh,
Cutie Bear. Who told you that?
FoCuS, obviously.
Yeah. I had a little talk with FoCuS prior to the games, obviously, because we have to organize and stuff. And he let me know that he advanced in the TP League, so he might be a little bit late to the games. And I said that maybe I play the first game in your name. And he he responded with ha 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 ha.
Seems about right.
Understandable reaction.
That's fitting.
Don't know why he would possibly react like that. I don't know why.
Me neither, man. You didn't see my orc gameplay yet, boys. You didn't.
Have you ever played Orc? I've never seen you play anything other than Undead.
Practicing for 20 years in secret.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
How did that reverse race thing go in Creepjack?
I won clean 2-0.
Night Elf,
What was the
Yes.
matchup? Oh, Night Elf versus Undead? You
Yes.
played Night Elf?
Yes.
Nice.
Mana burn is fun.
Yes, not bad.
Depends.
Well, if you're executing it.
Just build archers. That's what I do when I play Night Elf versus Undead.
No, I played
Only
with
Archer.
Dryad Bears. Let's not talk about my games. Let's talk about the best players in the world, and these two are definitely some of them. But FoCuS. Okay, let's not talk about the game because FoCuS has a ping issue, maybe, or needs a little break.
Oh, server might be broken, he says.
Oh no!
Uh-oh. Is there multiple viable servers for these guys? Or is there just the one?
Yeah, we have 2 EU East servers. Maybe we can also go to Russia Central if needed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, FoCuS was at 1,000. That's a lot of ping.
He's also at 1,000 APM. This guy's like the fastest player in the entire world. I think FoCuS has the highest APM of any player. Is there anyone else that plays like, I think he plays like 450 on average?
Leon is up there.
True. Yeah, he's a fast boy.
There we go. There's the APM. 460 for Foggy, apparently.
The spamming.
That is the Night Elf spamming. FoCuS at 350. You see that it's 2 a.m. right now.
Yeah, slow. Unacceptable. Only 350 actions per minute. Unbelievable.
You know, he's
Not
also
good
not.
enough focus.
He's not the youngest anymore.
True. True.
I wonder if my APM is even 3 digits. I don't know.
You have at least 140 APM, I'll say.
Okay, we can analyze that after the game, maybe. So, ping issues done for. We are on last refuge. Whoever wins this has match points towards the semi-final. And let's see if Foggy plays Talents again, just as he does against Soen.
Yeah, it is the keeper to start, but as me and Rima Dima were talking about earlier, and as you mentioned right now, can obviously be keeper. Talons would be not too uncommon at all. We did see, for 15 Sway, we saw keeper Dryads on this map, so I'd be surprised to see anything crazy here. I guess it was an attempted keeper Dryads, and they got canceled, and then he tried to play standard, and it all went to hell, but Foggy certainly will try to avoid getting his lures canceled or his wins canceled if he can. Nice creeping.
So far, so good. With Entangle, he does good items as well with the Mantle now. The Blade Master's still here. Engine of War might suffer a little bit, but the damage shouldn't be enough.
Ooh, nice Entangle. The Ancient of War getting a couple of hits in. Foggy realizing there's no salves on the blade. So he's just putting all the damage in he can. And now the Archer will run around until nighttime, and it will live. So solid start here for Foggy.
I agree. Blade Master not finding any targets. Still quite rough to make this Keeper work on this map. Gets it. No denies. And an inch away from 2.
Well, the Archer could be at risk. And
Oops.
FoCuS is at risk of dropping, possibly.
Now, we got a reconnect feature here at W3Champions. That's a big advantage, by the way, of this server compared to all the other servers. Thank you, Fluxu, for saving Warcraft 3 esports.
PogChamp. Can I get a PogChamp in the chat? Maybe. Maybe I'll get one, you know. 2 if I'm lucky.
I think people want to please you. There will be at least 4.
4? Okay. All bets are off then. Staff. Got by Foggy. Dust for FoCuS, but FoCuS doesn't really need the dust. He more, I suppose, wanted to deny it. And we do have for Foggy more archers. No Hunter's Hall. Looking to be more and more like Keeper Talons.
Yeah, a rare strategy. Like Keeper Hunts, of course, and Demon Hunter Talents, of course, but Keeper Talents. Lawlight was a big fan, but apart from him, I don't see Night Elves do that too often.
Yeah, I feel like it was really popular for like a month, and then people sort of stopped doing it as much, but still, the strength of Night Elf has always been that there's many different strategies. And Foggy going to take full advantage of that, as it seems. Level 2 for the Keeper, and the Blade Master is going to try to creep something. I mean, creep something, you know. Need some amount of experience.
Yeah, saving it all for the Shadow Hunter later. Speed scroll up there, dust on both sides, and mercenary camp. Looks like FoCuS has the right read.
Does he have the time, though? The Golem is being focused right away. Blade Master seems like he will be here in time. Does the Windwalk have enough time, though? I think it does. Dust is there. Can he entangle the blade? Does manage to, but the item could still go to FoCuS. It's underneath the Treant.
And it's a Sobi on the Keeper.
Oh, he grabbed it. Okay, I'm surprised the Keeper was able to reach.
Oh, and Snare on the grunt. That's not too great. Archers are falling. A revenge kill would, of course, be awesome. And it's easy to get with Entangle, because then nobody can move. And that is a dead grunt, but with a deny.
And I did get 3 PogChamps and 2 no's. So I believe you were correct. Oh, I got 5.
There's
5.
more.
Oh, my God.
There's more. There's so many PogChamps. I can't even count them.
Incredible. Incredible support, you guys. And then 3 from one person. Oh my God, so many. I love it. All right. So, what was that? 2 archers for 1 grunt. Shadowhunter comes out, creeps with the blade, and Raider Walker is the choice as well, of course. Seeing that many archers and no Hunter's Hall, you kind of know what's going to go on as the Orc. So, the blind walkers aren't so blind after all. And the Demon Hunter, tier 3, and double Ancient of Wind for Foggy.
All right. That means you can't storm towards the Orc base to kill the tier 2 buildings as you lack the Beastmaster. You can still control the south on the map though, with the Keeper coming in with a lot of mana.
Yeah, the Demon Hunter may struggle a little bit to creep, but he's got some camps. Just no units. The Berserker is with the Keeper, but this Demon's going to really struggle to find levels. Unless that Ancient War can move somewhere and quick. I suppose if he wants to play aggressive, it's all right.
The calm before the storm, Carson. It's happening right now. Both want to get their levels, but nobody really gets them. We have illusions once more, can be used against this Golem, but not to the full effect. We have Walkers again, Raider coming, of course, and Foggy working on the talents, as well as tier 3. What's more important, high-level Shadowhunter or high-level Demon Hunter?
Ooh, I'd say Shadowhunter at level 2 is acceptable. You can fight with it. Demon Hunter level 2 may not be. I think you certainly want level 3 Demon Hunter at all costs. But he doesn't have the units, so now he summons Treants. He's getting a very valuable camp, and then maybe with a couple of talents he can pick the lab Foggy after this, but the Shadowhunter is certainly going to be higher level. Bone Chimes as well. GG?
That is an item that you clearly overrate. It's of course nice.
Okay, acceptable. I accept that, and I agree.
Okay, I agree with the life decision of Cetos, because he subbed for a year, less than 3. Thank you, mate.
Thank you. All right, Demon. Whatever he got at the shop, he sold. Probably Scroll the Beast, I would have to imagine. And now he will move the Ancient of War, pull the lab, and if he solo creeps this, it will be at least 2.999 for the Demon Hunter. Something around there.
It's gonna be a powerful fight. We have the Invo Potion already up, we have the Orb up, Master Training at 50%. FoCuS no level 3 on either hero. That's a problem. As you said before with the 999. Gets it on the Shadowhunter now. Heal Potion, not what he wanted.
And the Demon will get level 3 off this camp, so that's 2 creep camps and he's level 3. Didn't realize you could just so quickly get that, but no problem. More Cyclones as well on the Demon Hunter now, and the Shadowhunter and the Blade will eventually both be level 3. It takes a little bit of time, but they'll get there. Hoping for probably a Mana Stone or Heal Wards, also quite excellent to get from the lab for the Orc player. And is this Foggy's timing? Master Training done, Tinker picked up. Doesn't get better than this in terms of fighting timing.
Yeah, not really. A Heal Scroll is also in the backpack. lots and lots of mana. Like, talents weren't used for anything. No fairy fire, nothing. And we just go straight for the base. But FoCuS. Oh, Shadowhunter. Can he catch him? Not just yet.
He needs to. Yeah, he does. Just barely. Level 2 mirror image, though. And the wards will be set up, and Foggy might just be content to back up and continue creeping.
Oh, is he expanding? No, just a Wisp Scout for the left-hand side. Wisps are coming. Not too bad for detonating onto walkers. There's a very limited amount of dispels already. And I wonder how FoCuS gonna react to this. Very little to work with in terms of items, and Foggy is right there. There's no reinforced defenses.
Yeah, FoCuS has Onk and Greater Heal. He would rather just have a single potion of vulnerability over those things. Reinforced defenses, 60% done, but it will not save the 61 supply burrow. So now 55 supply for the Orc, and FoCuS is stuck there for quite a while, but he's still in fighting shape with the home base advantage, and the Berserker also in the back. Shadowhunter has full mana. Foggy needs to be trying to mana burn that Shadow a couple more times, but the position of the Raiders isn't allowing it.
Okay. Fairy Dragons coming in. Will be deployed here. Already getting the first flares off. Hard to deal with. Detonates against the mirror image. Always a little bit of XP. And are we committing now? Looks like it. Cyclone on the Berserker. FoCuS' favorite unit of the day. Still a clear front line. I think if Foggy can chip away on the shop, that would be great. But FoCuS doesn't really give it an option to do so.
Yeah, Fairy Dragon went down right away to the wards. And Foggy with the Pocket Factory in the back. Still trying to engage, but 58 supply now against 45. FoCuS is looking like he's just getting further and further ahead, and on one base, no doubt. Foggy backs away, but what can he really do? Is he going to go creep a red and take a ton of damage doing it? And allow FoCuS to creep further, allow FoCuS to get heal scrolls and potions of vulnerability that you mentioned were missing. He might have to at this stage.
Very, very nice defense and very, very nice contribution by Joe. 1981, not only subbing, but also donating 20 euros. Keep being awesome. Can you do that, Carson?
Oh, I can try my best. Certainly try my best over here, you know?
So far, you're doing well.
Thank you.
Keep on doing what you're doing. And here, we have another approach by Foggy to force a fight.
Yeah, Foggy has to fight. He can't allow FoCuS just to go camp to camp to camp, or else Shadowhunter, we saw the impact it could have on level 5. Big Jack is here. The positioning is a little fumbly-bumbly. The Blade Master has a Greater Heal and an Onk, so he's safe for now, but ideally wouldn't want to have to use both those items. He's still just creeping FoCuS, and the Fairy Dragon's Mana Flare kills almost all the walkers immediately. Oh, I think Foggy just found his window.
What? There was an insane impact by these two fairies. They were a tiny bit late to the party, but what an entrance they just had. The Serpent Water trying to make up for this. Everything is fairy fired. Everything is about to drop. Tinker is level 2 already. There's no dispel soon. Just a pure damage output by Raiders and Berserkers.
Oh no, what an absolutely atrocious fight out of FoCuS. Maybe his concentration slipping for a second, but he loses pretty much everything. Just trying to creep the expansion. It's not even like it was a valuable camp to take. It wasn't make or break. FoCuS was in a winning position before that, and now he's just struggling to hold on.
He got caught with his pants down. GG, and Foggy with the map win. 2-1 for the Ukrainian. Here we go. Match points, semi-final chances for Harry Potter. Who got huge glasses, by the way.
Are they huge?
That's half his head.
He's upgraded.
There we go.
I gotta see this. I'm waiting for the stream to catch up so I can see.
I'm streaming to Discord for that purpose, Carson.
Didn't you turn it off earlier? I don't see it right now.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, because you disconnected.
Because I was disconnected. Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
Remo, do you want to say anything about the game, or should we continue to talk about our production failures?
I mean, glasses are also pretty interesting. Looking forward to see those. Yeah, interesting how quickly they turned around, right? It seemed like FoCuS indeed was in a decent position, maybe getting a bit overconfident. And there was 2 or 3 mana flare splats going off, and suddenly everything looked absolutely lost. Foggy doing a good job finding his window, not overextending, not breaking his neck by diving too deep into the main base. I'm pretty impressed with Foggy today. We all knew, especially in the past, this for a long time was Foggy's weakest matchup, with also, European competition not having the best orcs necessarily, but he's looking good today. He's looking damn good.
Sounds about right. And now we're going into the wild card of today. It's been the wild card for all the series so far, Melting Valley. There's been no consistent line, it feels like, for how people are playing this map. And we've got quite the big sample size so far. This will be the 3rd game in this matchup we've seen today.
It's also interesting, right? Because Foggy slapped Zoan on this map. FoCuS had a great game against 15 Sway on this map. And now, like the immovable object against the...
Unstoppable force.
Exactly.
Yeah, we will see. We'll see. It was a lot of... When FoCuS lost, a lot of him just trying to hold on, right? Trying to catch out reinforcements, not able to do so. It seems like we're going to change the host, and then we'll see if Foggy's able to close this out in what would be, surprisingly, the most one-sided series of the day, a 3-1, if it happens.
That from Foggy versus FoCuS. Who would have thought? Great games today so far. Good support for you guys as well. We're collecting monies for the players here. 40 players in this tournament. Got 16 in the 2-on-2. Got 16 in the 1-on-1. We also got 10 players in the FFA. Remo, I saw last weekend that you were quite a fan of the FFA at Star Sword. Do you want to cast the finals with us?
Careful what you commit to, Remo Demo.
Wait, is that today?
The finals, the W3Champions finals. Today is the semifinals of the finals. But yeah, I am inviting you to all the casts.
Tomorrow? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'll think about it.
Didn't expect
but
that.
I don't want to steal Ruler's thunder.
Ruler's became a dad, and he's out casting this weekend. He has family duties, but today High Tech is going to be here. Tomorrow, maybe Little Tick or Remo.
The number of casters is dwindling, Neo. Oh my god.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, next week.
All fine.
Let's be honest. Next week I have a problem. But
yeah, it's maybe a slight problem. But we live in the now, Neo. We live in the now for this weekend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you guys want to cast with me next weekend, I'm in desperate need of co-casters for next weekend.
Now wait, time to shine.
I thought you were going to be there.
Yeah, I thought so too, up until yesterday.
Yep. Unfortunately, my life is pure chaos right now. And yep, something came up.
Unbelievable. I was such a good lad and give Remo the time off that he deserves to go to the wedding in Greece that you heard all about, I guess. And then Carson lets me down. Insane.
When I'm famous, I'll shout your channel out, though.
Yeah. Okay.
As I have, actually. I did. I have multiple times.
On stage?
Just we've done like radio interviews, and for some reason my band loves to bring up that I cast video games for a living. So every time at the start of every interview, they're like, yeah, Carson does, like, he's totally into broadcasting. He does a streaming thing on Twitch. I'm like, all right, let's go through the whole thing. Like, okay, it's not World of Warcraft.
Is that online?
It's probably somewhere. There's been a couple of radio interviews we've done that they've mentioned it, so you could probably find something somewhere.
You can probably send me something sometime.
I'll look around for it. But I do it. I shout out the channel. Don't worry. I'm sure I've gotten us at least 5 followers from interviews of the 5 people listening to them.
Type 1 in the chat if you are here just because you heard about us on radio.
Anybody. Anybody.
We're stalling time because we are discussing servers right now, as maybe the conditions for FoCuS got a little worse in the last game, so we want to make sure that everything is fine. And I guess now everything is fine. There is professional FFA? Hell yeah. There is. And we have match points now. Remo Demo. Any final thoughts on FoCuS versus Foggy Game 4 on Melting Valley?
Ooh, Melting Valley. This one's going to be wild. Hopefully the ping won't be so wild. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, me too. There we go. FoCuS facing elimination, Carson.
Scary times for FoCuS. I imagine if FoCuS and Soen, two people that have been in the grand finals of this very, very tournament. Soen, even, correct me if I'm wrong, has won a W3Champions. Got eliminated today. Two big favorites, potentially, could be eliminated.
So there's a lot of the line, a lot off the line? No, a lot on the line for the Horde. FoCuS has to carry their torch, and Foggy can't slip, but he feels, I feel like Foggy is in the zone quite a bit here.
Oh.
What?
Was that the new host?
That is anticlimactic.
Oh, there we have some ones in the chat, though.
Yeah, nice, but I
At least
have
we have that.
bigger worries now.
Yeah.
Wonder if something came up, or
was it just the host? Because we could, there's many hosts we could try, I'm sure. There's at least a few.
we also have a lot of time where we can fix it, because in the time while we wait, we can shout out the W3Champions team with ease, because there's so many great features about the server, and Mr. Remo Demo is on the task. We'll find a solution. It's hard to accept just a def win here by FoCuS. We ain't doing that if we can avoid it. So W3Champions, everybody, what's it all about? It's about competitive Warcraft. That's what life is all about. If you play on W3Champions, you got a server that actually counts your win. Boom. That's the selling point. I don't even have to talk more, because other servers like this Battle.net thing from $1 billion company. Oh. Yes, I'm. Oh, can you whisper a little more, Remo? Some ASMR?
Do you have a paintbrush or something you could put on the mic, or like a turtle shell you can click your nails on, Remo Demo, into the mic?
We don't make mistakes. They're just happy little accidents.
Love it.
All right, so I'm a little bit confused.
That was a little dramatic from FoCuS, I'll be honest.
It was. But anyway, at least we get this game. And of course, the the tension now rising. My God, here we go. Hopefully everything is better now. We have to work on the player cameras to put them in the right spot, and I have to do that. So Carson, tell us everything about Night Elf ORC on this map. We have to go back again. Remo Demo didn't click the button for the ping equalizer.
Well, one thing I will say about the matchup, though, before we're even into the map, is Foggy has quite a few variations he could do. What I would like to see is that sort of Mass Huntress hit and run style that he had success with on Twisted Meadows until he didn't. Because the map is big, you can get an expansion up quite easily, and then you can ping pong between the bases, really disaligning the Orc from getting map control ever. Would like to see that attempted. I feel like that was even played on Melting Valley in the past. Beastmaster first, Mass Huntresses was played against Orc actually on Melting Valley way back in the day. It was relatively common even. So wouldn't mind seeing that sort of a style have a resurgence from Foggy. But with that also mentioned, I mean, lures, I think, could be just fine too. Could be totally acceptable.
We will see all about that once the game is coming together. We're seconds away from the third try, and that's hopefully the charm. And we had to restart the game so many times that now the player cameras and the colors are correct. So thank you, Mr. Remo Demo, that you saved me some work. That's awesome. And awesome is also that we have the game running. And here it is. Match points, Foggy versus FoCuS. The semifinal is just one step away.
I do worry slightly for FoCuS with just the it's laggy, you win, GG call. Is his spirit a little bit broken? You wouldn't expect that from a player like FoCuS, but that is a little bit worrying. But we'll soon see how in it he is. He's had a long day, but he's been playing excellent so far in the tournament. So it would be a shame to see him not completely play his best. And he seems to be not lagging. There it is. Okay, there's the motivated focus we need.
Wonderful. Here we go. Also with a new donation by Ray Bear. 20 bucks again. Thanks for the awesome casting, guys. Much love. Man, this has been a rocky road for a couple of minutes here, but now that's it. Maybe FoCuS just needed a little break, needed to reset his mind, and there was all just games, mind games.
He did misclick both of his peon rally points, but hey, he fixed it right away, so it's all right. FoCuS. Where's the clicking accuracy at? He needs to play. What's that click trainer game on Steam? He needs to play that. Focus on click on the trees. Although some trees, the hitbox is broken. You ever experience that? These trees are fine, but there's sometimes the little trees, like the mushroom trees.
Yes.
Like you can't click on them. It's impossible.
Yeah, the mushroom trees, that's why we banned them. It's too dangerous.
It's a nightmare.
It absolutely is. It is actually kind of a nightmare. If you think about it, you're in a forest and there's no trees but mushrooms. It is a little nightmare.
Yeah, I feel like I've had that. Nightmare before.
I'm sure.
Some weird reason. Keeper. So no Demon Hunter. Just keeper all the way through and through. And if it's working, why fix it? If it ain't broken, we ain't missing it.
Correcto. So FoCuS starts creeping as we said. Gloves against claws, not bad. And for Foggy, I guess, no reason to change anything, eh? It's just keeper, it's treants, it's expansion creep. It's getting the second base up and then own from there.
Yeah, I'm liking this route from Foggy so far. Straight to the expansion, clear it with your first set of treants, and then at least the expansion is open for business. Little peon block wasn't even necessary. Got it with the critical strike from the Windwalk, and the expansion does not get cleared. I'm surprised. I guess it was the Frost Armor that made it difficult to finish up, but now Foggy, his early game isn't going to flow as well because he can't just place that Tree of Life straight there if he wanted to.
Nice to see. I had that OBS red light flashing up real quick. I was worried that this goes down the drain as well, but no, we're good. Yeah, this, I guess for talents, the map is just too far open. Can't really do it. So it has to be Hunts or Dryad, as 15 Sway tried, but that wasn't successful really.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that Dryad style, but with Alchemist second and no tier 3 tech, because Dryad's being very mobile, Alchemist being very momentum based. It's good on low levels as opposed to the Demon Hunter. I think that style could work, and just playing with an expansion and just going back and forth, ping-ponging between bases and stuff like that, catching reinforcements for the Orc. I think that style could work in theory, but I'm sure Foggy has the best idea of what to do here.
Foggy is gathering 3 wisps at the bottom.
Oh, he's doing the thing, isn't he?
At tier 2 though?
Yeah, I would think he would be building an AP already if he wanted to start hiding them.
Yeah, that is a little odd. I don't know. FoCuS seems confused as well. He can't find him.
Yep. Classic running around blind. This is just big maps against Night Elf when you're not super experienced on them. What could he be doing? Could he be pulling the top left expansion and creeping it? Can he Ancient War creep the red? Who knows? This map isn't that practice.
What he does know is that there's no shop anymore. Lots of treants tore that one down. Hunts are coming in as well. Got my eyes glued to the wisps at the bottom. There's another wisp coming, so it's 4 wisps. And a new hunt coming. Something's cooking, Carson.
Let him cook, I say. I do also love that Foggy, with the Huntress, he must have seen the FoCuS games earlier, cleared his mercenary camp. He checked it out. He had the staff to creep jacket. That would have been potentially a game-winning play if he scouted FoCuS going for that greedy creep again. So Foggy was he was watching the games earlier. He's aware of what FoCuS was doing.
100%. So big question here now. FoCuS, do you smell what the Fog is cooking? Or will you be surprised by whatever that's gonna be? 4 wisps. Maybe it's just for a fight to surprise Shadowhunter and Shaman. He finds him now. Or if he gets the last hit with a bouncing attack, that would be so sick. Doesn't though.
Let that happen. Yeah.
Exactly.
Greater heal, and 1 grunt will die. Not even worth it, I would say, for FoCuS. The experience, if you got the whole camp, sure, but at least he gets the deny.
at 2:30 a.m. Korean time. Nice. Oh my god. APs out in the open.
And Nature's Blessing as well, so they're not going to take that far to get... I mean, is there any world in which you scout this? Probably not.
This position, never would you ever, especially since the reward at the bottom is already gone.
What is the response from FoCuS? Once he sees these APs marching forward, does he know? He's clearing for an expansion. I mean, you always have to be aware of this style from Foggy. This is not uncommon for him, especially to do. When I think of Foggy playing this matchup, I think of this very strategy. So FoCuS has to have it in the back of his head as well.
Exactly. This is what he always does against Lin, for example. Sometimes it feels like it's last resort in high-class games. It's working out. Yeah, either it does or it totally doesn't. So pretty much 50-50 here. It's not scared away from this Blade Master roaming. There's a Telestaff. That is fine. And FoCuS. Ooh, is there vision? It's nighttime. Foggy's moving the trees to the back. Okay, Remo Demo. Okay.
It's about to be daytime. And then that ward might see the APs. Lucky almost in a way that Foggy did not move the APs down there. But now he gets caught out of position. The Blade Staff's back. Hex first would be the way to counter this generally and try to force the TP. The Shadow already got wards and is not level 2 yet.
March of the Ends. Here we go. 4 of them up, but only 1 rooted. 3 split to the base. Only 1 in support of this fight. Berserker taking damage. Shadow Hunter is taking damage. This might just be a little bit too much for FoCuS. There's also a Grunt falling, and it's only 25% of the trees gone.
There's level 2. He does go for heal wave. He does still have decent mana, but 3 APs in range of that forward burrow. War Mill only now being built. Of course, you can't afford all those things. If you don't know you're getting AP push, you can't get everything you need.
Brutal. The heal spray right on time. Burrow is gone. FoCuS supply blocked. And in a world of trouble, our finalist of Season 14 is facing elimination.
Foggy with the ward as well to get more vision into the base. His barracks is certainly going to go down before there's a War Mill. Reinforced defense is going to have to be the first thing on FoCus's mind. He's got a greater heal. He's trying to potentially force a TP. Oh, there's 2 more APs.
Oh my
All
God.
right.
Didn't
He's
even
screwed.
see them. 6 AP, 5 APs that is. Shadow
Gonna
Hunter
get 1 more.
out of position.
Yeah, this is everything is out of position always when there's 5 APs in your base, Neo.
Correct, correct. Level 3 blade, that's fine. The Shadow Hunter's still alive. But the Rex is gonna go down. The Demolisher only now. This looks hopeless.
He's managing to pick off APs here and there because they were so split off. He's going to get 3 of 6 APs killed. Reinforced defense is not being upgraded yet. FoCuS is doing a great job considering the circumstances, but there's still 3 APs up.
Oh,
And he lost all the peons repairing the barracks.
Yeah, that's a problem for sure. The Demolisher will not come out. Foggy's army is of course rather small, but same goes for FoCuS. Only Raiders, only Shaman, no more Grunts, no Demolishers, and you wanted 2 more? Here's 2 more.
Oh man, and he lets the APs root, and he has not got reinforced defenses, and Foggy eventually pulls a trick out of his book and makes it work for the 3-1 today.
There we go, Foggy victorious. Seeing sharply through his big glasses, the Wizard successful today. Not quite a 5-map series towards the end, but Foggy with a really good run, finally proving the haters wrong. This is no longer his weak matchup, apparently. Very well done in the top 4.
Finally, a smile on Foggy's face as well. It's been some time since he was in the semifinals of the W3Champions finals. He was always so close. He gets revenge for the loss in Season 14, which was against FoCuS, so they keep on trading wins. And I gotta scroll down quite a bit to see when Foggy had a result like this. It was Season 12, where the final 4 were Happy Labyrinth, Foggy, and FoCuS. And yeah, seeing that smile feels good. Foggy, welcome to Championship Sunday.
Yeah, and honestly, his bracket is not looking that bad. He's likely to have a Night Elf Mirror, Colorful Elegant Moon, or Leon if Leon has the insane run of his life. Potential. Could happen, but Foggy most likely going to be in a Night Elf Mirror, which is a matchup he has to be comfortable in. There's so many top Night Elves in the world right now that it's got to be one of his stronger matchups, undoubtedly.
And again, he can prepare quite a bit. He doesn't know who his opponent going to be until next Friday, I think. But yeah, it's either Night Elf or a human, and he has a week of time. That's a great. Sad for the orcs. Both Korean orcs eliminated. That leaves us with, I guess, Starbuck, right? As a
possibly
quarter of an orc. And, of course, Hitman, if he shows up.
If he shows up, Hitman, and if he can beat Hawk, which if he can't beat Hawk, I don't think we have much hope for Hitman to make a far run in this tournament, because Hawk, he's been playing Baldur's Gate 3, I think, for the last month. So we'll see if Hitman shows up to play. I don't know how much he's been practicing, but yeah, he is our last orc hope.
When I was drawing the bracket, Hitman was in chat, and he said, please give me a European player. And then he got Hawk, and he was laughing excessively and saying, Neo, thank you for the free win. So
hell yeah.
I hope he can back this up, because otherwise, oh boy, I got that chat lock. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
the question is he going to stay up or is he going to get up early?
I don't know what his sleep schedule is like right now. I do know that he beat Baldur's Gate 3, so who knows what that did to his sleep schedule. And he streamed last night too, but I don't know.
It would be amazing if in his game he's all chatting and continuing his role playing, you know?
That would be so odd. We are not done for the day, everybody. We got the FFA coming up, and today is the semifinal. Leluami and Neutron are already in the finals today. Of course, only the winner can advance, and it's going to be between Bobby OG from Canada. Of course, you might be rooting for him.
Hell yeah, Rebuke.
There we go. That's an old school nickname, bro. We got Eshan, we got Peanut, and we got... wait, it's not Sheik. Sheik had to be replaced. And Trunks. This is going to be great. Unfortunately, we have to start it in around an hour. So the stream will restart. We have to restart anyway. I'm getting a little food in. Carson and Remo, you are relieved from your duties for the day.
Thank you. GG's. That was fun. I mean, I honestly really like this matchup. So I wasn't sad to have to watch 14 of those games in a row. The 2v2s were also quite fun. It was a pleasant surprise. So we'll get more of that tomorrow. And we'll get some more similar matchups tomorrow. But we can pray. We can hope and pray for Leon. Or no, is it not Leon? Sorry, who plays tomorrow? I'm sorry.
You're so unprepared. Jesus.
Oh, it's Happy tomorrow. Oh, we get to see Happy on everyone tomorrow.
It is a very imbalanced part of the bracket, to be honest, guys. We got Happy versus PCG 123, and we got Sock versus Sini. So Happy, obviously the favorite. Sock, someone who can threaten him. Sini, probably favorite for, if there would be a third place, he would be a favorite for third place. And poor PCG, bro. It's gonna be rough.
It's going to be real tough. I mean, there has been historically undead players that can take maps off Happy. PCG hasn't necessarily been one of them, although I do think he's a really, really good player. I think he has a very good head for the game, but Happy is a step above most people in the world, in most games in the world. So,
alrighty.
Yeah, I'm also looking really forward to tomorrow when the action continues. Maybe even, you know what? I feel like casting some 2v2 tomorrow. I don't know anything about that matchup, but
yeah, spread your wings, Remo Demo. Yeah.
Yeah. And I also want to say,
with me.
little shout out to Carson, actually, who got up at like, I don't know, what was it, like at 4 a.m. or something on 3 hours of sleep.
My alarm was set for 3:15 a.m.
My man. And doing a stellar job here.
Thank you.
Absolutely wonderful.
Same goes for Monk, who's in the same time zone as Carson, who, of course, just doing it because he loves 2 and 2. And we all love 2 and 2. And that's why you tune in tomorrow at 1 p.m. 2 and 2 will have the big favorites tomorrow with Kraft and Starbuck with their first match against Chilla and Elecnum. And we also have Phalo with Inspired versus Dice and Rezamoon. So that's the schedule, guys. You know it all. FFA in 50 minutes from now. Don't go anywhere, really, except maybe towards War3Champions. Why wouldn't you fill that gap in the schedule here now with some games? And War3Champions provides you with the best platform and the best conditions for competitive Warcraft out there. And not only competitive Warcraft, also, well, it's still competitive, but not necessarily only for the champions. It goes all the way down to the Grass League. So if you're just a player coming back after a decade, or if you're starting this anew, they have a Grass League for you guys. Just survive the placement matches. And there we go. The algorithm is done by some PhD Nobel Prize math people. So it's pretty much perfect. Good luck with that. All you have to do is download it now. If you're already on War3Champions and you get a few join bucks, you can try the beta version, which is damn awesome and working fine. Also, automated tournaments coming very, very soon. For all of that, if you want to show your support, you can do that either on their Discord. There is basically a fluff section, the good vibe section. Just leave some encouraging words for the people behind the project. You can also tweet at them, then I'm gonna read it. And if you want to help them financially, you can do that on Patreon, PayPal, with e-money, what's it called? Crypto money, or via Alipay and WeChat. Tons and tons of features, and these people need to be rewarded. If you want to join the project, you can do that as well, either as a moderator to help keep the server clean, as a coder if you know C#, .NET, React, Rust, TypeScript, and Node. It's so tricky, by the way, because for 12 seasons it was the same languages, and now they switched it up because of the new launcher. It's not memorized yet. Or, since we have this new launcher, we need to put some sparkles onto that, maybe. Well, I want to redesign, make it look like a modern game, or just revamp the old design. If you know how to do a proper UI, UX, or if you're a graphic designer, hit them up as well. Also on the social media front, we could need some helping hands. So if you have any skill, basically, that could help the platform, reach out to them on their
Can
Discord.
any of you do anything? Anything?
Proper question. Proper question. And if you want to
I know I
support the
can.
players, we of course have the Matcherino up, and you can be as cool as the user Caravapiator and buy profile pictures. Limited time for the profile pictures, everybody. We got an Archmage, a Warden, a Shadowhunter, a Cryptlord. $5 each will be applied to your profile right after the broadcast, and all the proceeds go directly to the players. And we have a lot of players, so we need a lot of support. The coupon codes are gone. Good job, everybody. There's still sponsored quest on the right hand side. If you follow Method, for example, boom, $1 to the prize pool. The same goes for 2 or 3 other companies that help us out. And now I'm gonna take a little break, get some food. These guys have the day off. I'll be back with high tech, 4 FFA, and 4 amazing players. So see ya in less than an hour.
Where do you go to sleep at night? Say